Hello, everyone, and welcome to another backtesting session with Ben and Roman on the smart money trading concept. How are you doing, Roman?
Hello, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for today because, you told me to do DOT, but I haven't checked it anyway, and it's not a market that I trade, so I don't really know what happened to it. So I'm just curious to see what happened. And also based on requests, we're starting it on the 1st of this year. So I've already loaded up the chart. We're going to try the backtesting tool again. The bug from last week was fixed, so we'll see if that if it works this time. If not, we'll just switch back to the regular old how do I call it? The 1.0 backtesting tool, and then we'll use the because we're still working on the 2.0. I see Soda's here this time live. That's good. That's good. And Dimitro's there. Dimitro's part of the Altrady team. And he's also very interested in learning more about this course. So that's why he's always present. Anyone else here? Let us know. If you have questions, let us know as well. We've seen some more questions on Discord, which is great. We'd love to hear more about your struggles and successes with the backtesting. With that said, like and subscribe the video. It helps our channel. All the mandatory things we need to get out of the way, of course. Let's get started. Roman, I've got DOT loaded on the 4-hour chart.
Yeah, so let's start the analysis. Okay. The highest time frame.
Okay, let's go to the monthly. I can see that there was almost liquidity taken out, almost, but it didn't. It was a big reversal. And there's a big range here. I can see an order block here. And let's get that to this one and out. Not much else actually. I don't see any fair value gaps apart from, this one is a fair value gap, I suppose.
Yeah, you can mark it somehow, probably with the horizontal line as well. Yeah, or you can use this one.
Yeah.
And on monthly, you don't need to draw it this big because it will take the whole width of the page.
Oh, yeah. But, it doesn't really matter. Just have it like that. We'll have a few months of fair value gap. Do we have... This is it's a bullish fair value gap, but then on the monthly. So we'll just make it a monthly fair value gap. Like that. I don't think we're going to see the order block. Well, maybe.
Can you zoom out a little?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's analyze. So this candle, why that happened, so you can see that
it went into this fair value gap.
Yeah, so that was the reaction to this fair value gap, and then we can say that this is the rejection block, and then this reaction was from the rejection block.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and was this liquidity taken out?
Ooh. I'm not sure. No, it was not.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe a good target.
Yeah, because it's on its way there, of course. So it's possible. Okay. So this one is it's there. So we'll see it later. This one is the closer, or this one is the most important one, I suppose, because that technically is the monthly range then, right?
I think we can say so.
Yeah. Okay, so then we go to the weekly.
Yep.
Okay. Things are starting to become a little bit more interesting. We can move that one there. And is there... Well, yeah. I suppose it could even be from this part then, where it hit the middle of the fair value gap. So we're seeing a stronger reaction of the middle of the fair value gap.
Yeah, if you make it like this, then it will just probably hit.
Oh, actually, it's not that. Yeah, it should be, because it should be there. Yeah, it just entered it. It just touched it.
Yeah, but still, yeah.
Yeah.
Huge reaction from that.
Yeah, obviously. Down to the bottom, to the liquidity right here. And then see a fair value gap here that was not respected. It's just, well, it just pushed through. It's just a fulfill.
And
there is a fair value gap right here. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fulfilled there.
This one is fulfilled. Yeah, it is. Although it didn't close. Did that matter?
It is still active, but we already have the fulfill. So, I mean, we can assume that this target is done.
Right.
And price could be reversed into the upside.
Yeah, because it even broke out on this one. Again.
Yeah, we need to look at lower time frames now for more details.
Yeah. Okay, so we're getting to the daily now. Fair value gap from here, but that's, yeah, it's probably, let me just draw that again because I think it's outside of the screen. We've got the fair value gap here. That was not a fulfill now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the bullish fair value gap on the daily. Like that. Let me just disable this for a sec. Then we have that monthly fair value gap right here, which is still like this. This one almost touched it.
Yeah, that's probably the bottom part. Wait. So yeah, this candle is probably what created this fair value gap. So it goes from this candle to this candle.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. So that.
So yeah, it probably didn't touch it yet.
Yeah. Okay. I see some liquidity lines. Actually, that one. Yeah. So there's new liquidity at the top right here. Come on. Hello. Why is my line not being drawn? There we go. That. There and there. See some liquidity. Because if we zoom in a bit, then we can see the swings happening. What else do we see?
There's this fair value gap.
Yep.
On daily.
That is the bearish fair value gap. It did not enter yet, so we could see if there's any short positions going to happen right here. There might be a 4-hour fair value gap here because there's a slight, like mild daily one.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, we'll see it on the smaller time frame. Yeah, these are liquidity things, but there's the fair value gap as well. Yeah, I can mark them as liquidity, I suppose. This one, technically, yes. It is a swing low. So okay. Yeah, this huge fair value gap, but it was filled for half. So I don't know if it's...
Yeah, we can leave that line for now. And if
Yeah.
it gets there, then then we can analyze that.
Yeah.
Do you have any bias or like idea where the price is moving at this point? Any expectations?
Well, there are a lot of points of interest right here. So as we're heading that way, the recent structure is bearish. So
that's on daily. So it's better to check the structure on 4 hour.
Yeah.
But daily is also obviously pretty bearish at the moment with huge impulsive moves down.
Yeah. So, and what you mean by the impulsive moves is that you have the down, then a small correction, and then probably another downward move, which
and this one as well.
That one, yeah. So those are the two impulsive moves with their correction phase to it, like the small pullbacks to the top. Yeah, so I would expect it to be bearish for now. I mean, there is a strong reaction here to this candle, which could indicate that it might go up to this fair value gap first before it goes there. We'll see. Let's go to 4 hours. Now I can actually use this one as well. So I don't need to draw the fair value gaps. That's always easier. So this is the clear 4 hour fair value gap. So we could just leave that. Just remove that one. Liquidity is fine. Liquidity here touches the fair value gap. So I would say that this one is more important. We could leave the monthly fair value gap, which is just the first 4 hour here. So that's fine. Liquidity still here. Well, I suppose liquidity is more important than fair value gap, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, it would be a good point where the price would be drawn to. Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of liquidity building here.
That's nice compression.
Yeah, exactly, which would indicate that at some point it's going to take out that liquidity and just move to this line, which we don't have that compression on this side. So short term, this might actually be a little bit of a correction going to the top first.
Yeah, and also this kind of compression paired with we have daily fair value gap here and 4 hour fair value gap. So it is huge magnet for the price to get there.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Well, you can see there's a liquidity sweep here. Although, it's just trying to break below this point. Can we identify the structure already? That's the question. So, I mean, technically the structure starts here, but that's the range up here, right? So that's difficult. So this would be a new range. So then you would have your starting points here, and then you would have there. So your structure would be this, the market structure.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
So it is bearish.
The structure is bearish, yes. Yeah. But we can also enable or we could add the Fibonacci one. So that's from there to, no, why do I always do that the wrong way? from there to there, like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the optimal entry zone right here. So if we have anything going for the price right here for shorting, so perhaps this fair value gap would be a nice target to look for a short.
Yeah, this would be the first point to look for any shorts.
Yeah. Okay. So let's play forward. Oh, I see. Yeah, so you do have this fair value gap right here. But it's not in the premium zone for short, so that's dangerous. We are seeing a touch right now. Entering. Would you classify this one as a short opportunity then, even though it's not exactly at the premium?
I mean, it is pretty close, so I would take that.
Yeah, okay. So then we can go to the 15 minutes and see if there is anything that will be entering. Did we do that correctly?
I'm not sure.
It looks like it loaded more than... Although, no, it could be that this is part of that 15-minute time frame, of course, because it went in and out, in and out. So maybe there was already an entry. That's a difficult part, right? You see the candle close of the 4 hour. So I suppose if we go one candle back, then we can see what happened on the 15 minutes, so that we can see how it would. Oh no, it sees.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of weird.
It sees a 4 hour fair value gap. This one. It uses this fair value gap.
But no, I mean, it is not in premium, right?
No. But that's the one that's drawn by the indicator.
Oh, okay.
But because it's already closed, it's removed on the 4 hours and not on the 15 minutes. So we're looking for this one. So let's just draw a line there so that we know exactly where we're heading to.
Can you switch to 4 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But we did miss it.
Is this one in premium?
No, we're not there yet. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah, I see now. Yeah, we're not there yet. We're not aiming for this one. We're aiming for this one.
I mean, it could be a part of the order flow, but there are no good targets at the bottom right now. So yeah, I would not look for any shorts at this point.
Well, yeah, plus it's also not in the... Yeah, no, I see what you mean with the order flow. Yeah, the order flow doesn't need to be there. So now we get that move that we saw on the 4 hour. Yeah, now we're there. Okay, so we did get the touch. And how do we look for the entries again? So we mark our shift point, which in this case is very, very far away. Hopefully we'll get a better one. We do, because now this one is instantly moved there. And there's a lot of debate. We get a new shift. No, it's the same. Now we have a new one. Right there. And there we get it. Okay, so let's look at where we are right now. In terms of the 4 hour, we have the fair value gap here that was just fulfilled, but that's okay. We are there, so we can enter our short like from here. So we could enter at the shift again, We could set up or take profit with another target. We'll do 70, 30. That's just a nice one. And our stop loss will be there. So now we're looking at that risk reward ratio right here. Okay, so let's check on the 4-hour chart. Where are our... I mean, this is a point of interest, but that's too short. So we would have to maybe aim for this part, which would give us a 3. And then we could put this one there. 2.9. Yeah, I'm taking that. I think that could work.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Okay. And then we just switch to the 15 minutes so we can check if we get filled. Did we just get missed? We just did not fill. Okay, well that's possibility, right? You can miss it, but maybe we still get it. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes you just can stay waiting. But yeah, this time it was okay. You got filled.
But then maybe are we gonna get stopped, or are we gonna get? It's the first trade of the day. If we get it, I'm happy. Like a 3x already in the first one. We can fill a few more times then. Oh, so slow.
Yeah, maybe you can switch to 4-hour, so it will be a little faster.
Okay, just pause 4-hour. Just hit go. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
and
it was much faster.
Yeah, and there we go. There you go. That's the beauty of the backtest, right? You don't need to sit there and wait. Speed things up. Nice. 6.7%, 3x on the portfolio. I'm taking that. Okay, so now what are we getting? So we now that we entered from our premium zone, I would say that we should be able to look for that order flow, right? So that we might profit on the way down even further. So that means that we have, we have a fair value gap right here. So once that's, if we just get one candle further, there's our fair value gap. So if it hits this one again, then we could look for another entry on the short side, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not even going to acknowledge the fact that we could have made a tremendous amount of profit.
Yeah, well, it was a nice profit. So
but it you know, from here to here would have been a nicer profit, I suppose. But yeah, it's the greedy part, right? We're following a strategy. 3x is enough, and especially then if we're going to see for the order flow, then we could be seeking more profits. However, what am I seeing here? I'm seeing a lot of sideways movement. So I would expect a correction to the upside anytime soon, because this liquidity was just taken out. Right here, from the order block even, fulfilled. It's just sweeps though. It's nothing closed below it. This one actually, let's just remove this one because it's now just cluttering up the screen.
The candles are so choppy. I don't know. It's nothing, like no structure, nothing.
No, it's very difficult.
In times like this, maybe you can switch to higher time frame, like daily, and see if there is anything.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe this is...
There's a place like this fair value gap, maybe.
This fair value gap. Yeah, there is one.
I mean, it's not like not the point of interest, but at least something to understand the price action, because on 4 hour it's just nothing. You cannot see anything.
Yeah, so then we can also move this one down now here, because that's our liquidity, and we can actually see a little bit of compression here already.
Yeah, but that's on daily, so yeah, on 4 hours it should be even better.
Yeah, let's switch to the 4 hour. So we've got our entry into the daily fair value gap. Yeah, the compression is definitely here. So this will be taken out, or yeah, this has a high probability of being taken out.
And was there any entry in that fair value gap? Just curious.
In this one?
Yeah, in 15 minutes.
This is the high candle. This is the shift. Yeah, it happened here. Entry could have been here already.
Yeah, it was kind of an opportunity.
So yeah,
but we didn't have anything.
Let's just mark it like so. So we could have taken it if we did, but we didn't, obviously. So we can't include it in our backtest. Then the conservative would be
that's liquidity compression at the bottom.
Yeah,
so that would be the target.
So this one, yeah, or all the way to the bottom. Yeah, the compression.
You can take the first one, or you can take it all the way. This was
the first one.
It's up to you.
This one is already 3, so we would have done it conservatively and stuck with this one. And
yeah, but there was no 4 hour fair value gap, so that's not part of the strategy. So
no, exactly. So we're not counting it, but it's something to take into consideration, and yeah.
Yeah, sometimes those daily candles can give you a little more clarity when you have these charts like this. So this was just a mess.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, they always say sideways trading is bad, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is painful. You could still be in the trade, but it's okay. We're seeing a reaction of this one, right? So, yeah, there could even be like an order flow in the inverse direction of the market structure, right? That could take it again back to this range.
Yeah, at least somewhere to the upside, to the closest targets.
Yeah. So that's, the 4 hour. I mean, yeah, we don't really have that. Oh, this is that, what was it called again? The range, or was it?
Yeah, the range, I guess.
Yeah, because it swept the range.
Yeah, it was like deviation. So yeah, it was basically like the range, like this.
Yeah, so where would the entry then be again?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm really bad with this, so I'm still I struggle with these ranges.
Can you fetch the screenshot that we had from last time?
Let me check.
Because there might be an entry. I don't know. Or at least maybe there might be a good entry here that says, if you have the sweep here, then if it touches this one, it's going to go back down. Was that the case, or was it something else?
Yeah. I mean, there is this.
Although it was the sweep already here, right?
Yeah.
The fair value gap, where?
Yeah, at the bottom. So this one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and one of the strategies with the ranges is when you have, but not that far. Yeah, it won't work. So let's just ignore that.
Yeah. It's a very far away fair value gap.
This was a great entry using the range strategy. So you had the deviation on the upside and also combined with the fair value gap.
So this would have been the good entry based on the deviation.
I'm not sure. Yeah, let me check. Because I'm really bad with the ranges still. So.
We're just trying to do it all at once. Let me just see if we can find an entry that we're comfortable with.
Yeah, like ideally you want to wait for the shift, for this 4-hour shift in the range, but this will be too high.
Yeah, it's really high. You're already halfway the range. So this was our daily fair value gap again, which is going to be touched soon, or it's even going to be breaking off. No, yeah, push through. So this is the 4-hour, the first 4-hour fair value gap, which in the order flow system would still be a good entry.
So which one?
This fair value gap.
Yeah, it could work. But also, we can try to look for longs if possible, but I'm not sure yet.
But on the 4-hour, do we have longs? I mean, here you would say, but then this is the shift, so then the long would be at this point.
Yeah, so either if price gets back there, or if we have any, like, there is some kind of sweep. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would ignore that.
Yeah. Let's just see where we go. Okay, we get the fair value gap. So this could be part of our entry. There. Although it's a relatively small one, and the shift would be there. I mean, it's going for it. Yeah, it's starting to lose its strength a little bit. But there we go. One more. Okay, so now we have the shift. So technically, we could start a short again on this point with the take profit. So let's just put it down there for now. Add another target.
Can you show the 4-hour?
Yeah.
Where's that? The fair value gap. It was somewhere.
Yeah, it was this one.
Side.
This fair value gap. This tiny one.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, let me just draw it. Like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can try that.
I mean, technically it's a good one. At least that it depends on what hour. Because if we can't get this, then it might not be. Then it might just be a too risky trade. So now, if we go to the 4-hour, we have fair value gap right here. Makes it 2.6. You'd have to aim. You'd have to aim for this one to get 3.8.
Yeah, that's quite far, but let's see if it works.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, from what your mentor said, it was like you try it until it fails, right?
Yeah.
So let's see if we first get the entry. We do. And then we get stopped. That's unfortunate, but part of the strategy.
Yeah, you can probably say that this is the bullish order flow here. So we have this rise in movement, then sweep of liquidity, then it goes up again, sweeps liquidity again, and continues going up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the shift here would be too far on 15-minute. So yeah. And the targets are too close. So I think this fair value gap or these highs are the target. And they're too close.
Yeah, it depends if we can get a good entry, of course. but then it's still high risk trade. Okay. So technically it did not touch that fair value gap yet. So, but now we get another 4-hour fair value gap. So if it's the inverse order flow, then we would get our entry like now, sort of. So here it entered that 4-hour fair value gap. So we have a shift here.
Yeah, that's quite high.
Now it is quite high, yeah. But we get lucky. Or not. No, not yet. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the shift, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can take the counter trend position here.
So this would be the entry then on this level. Take profit, stop loss, and another one. Do 70. Switch to 4-hour. Find our targets. Is it good enough? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, can you switch to 15-minute to better see the targets? Oh yeah, so
Could like, yeah, that's the top of the 4-hour gap.
yeah, looks good to me.
Okay, let's go for it.
And maybe zoom in a little.
But I think we're not getting a fill. We just missed it. We missed it. Yeah, because the target,
there might be stop that.
The target. So unfortunately, this one did not fill. Did we do anything wrong here? No, not really, because there's a fair value gap here on the 15, so it never came back.
Yeah, that's a shame. But it was a really good position, and even to this one, it was, I think, 1 to 3 or even 1 to 3.5. It was a good position.
Yeah. So we'll mark that down as a missed opportunity, which happens.
Yeah, but like the only way you could have entered here was the market order.
Yeah.
At the candle close, but that would be too aggressive. And yeah, one trader on this course, he said that he just doesn't respect the traders who use market orders when they have strategies like this, because when you use market orders, it means that you have problems with your patience.
That's true.
That's true. That's gambling.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, if you use market orders, you struggle with patience. That's a fair analogy. Yeah.
I mean, the only excuse can be is when you have like here is the shift, and you have market order here, and then to your target you have still like a lot of like you can get the 3 or 4 risk to reward ratio.
Yeah, so but you could have
be the only excuse.
This could be like a 5 to 6 if you just wait and it gets filled there, because your stop loss becomes so much closer. But yeah,
that's true. Yeah, so now we can see the price arrive to the fair value gap that might deliver the price down.
Yeah, exactly. So it hit that target point that we had set for here. So now we can, and it's in the premium discount zone, so we could look for the short again. And the shift would be here.
Yeah.
Still same shift changed.
Yeah, I think we've missed already. Like here was the shift, but you would get stuck out at this point.
Here. Yeah, we could mark it actually to say if we had followed the strategy, then we would have been stopped out. Would we get a fill? Shift here. We would have gotten a fill and we would be stopped out for sure. Yeah. So this one would have been a bad trade, but then we would have tried again, and we will. Shift is the same level. We get a new high, meaning our shift becomes there, which is great because this is a good. Now, if we can now get a fill, then we get a really decent risk reward ratio, I suppose. So let's just set it there, take profit, and stop loss like that. And obviously we could use a preset, but I don't know. I always just do it manually. I don't really use the presets. I should do that. It's very easy. 3.8 if we're conservative, but why am I targeting this? I need to look at the 4 hour. And then yeah, it wasn't completely closed. So this is still the conservative target. But obviously we're getting so far to that range now that I would even... Oh, we're not in the premium discount zone yet. We're in the premium zone. Ooh. No, then let's do it less risky. Let's be conservative. Because we could still see that entry up here, even though we've already touched it. There is a high probability that we'll still get into this area at some point.
Yeah, and also, as you pointed, this looks like the range. So it might have the deviation here. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we put the market range down here, technically, if we say that, then this would be our new... Oh, this was just a sweep, so that's technically the same. And then that changes it, right?
Yeah, well, we cannot say that this is the structure, but we can say that this is the order flow. So price went from the top to the bottom, then retested the fair value gap, then took out liquidity, and now it arrived to this fair value gap. And we don't know, like, if it's going to reverse or if it's going to get up and then reverse, or just to go up. We don't know that. But there is a chance that it will continue going down.
Yeah, I'm just curious, like whether or not to target this level, like so, because we've already been here. So there is a high probability that if we get that reversal now, that it will actually take out the liquidity down here.
It is possible.
I mean, yeah, and then maybe get another like another position on the way down. Let's just try that.
And maybe you need to set like one conservative target, and then let the rest ride.
Okay, so this would be the conservative target. No, that's still very far. This would be the conservative target. Right, yeah. Yeah, so then we could extend it. That increases it quite significantly, actually. Leaving 30% in.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that. That's if we get filled. I mean, we didn't on the first. But on this one we do. And then... Ooh. Okay, so that's in. So that's the 3 risk reward ratio already. Oh, let's don't go too quick. Don't go too quick, because we might be missing another entry. So we're looking for entry maybe here. Right now. There might be a fair value gap, yeah. Yeah, there. Ah, look at it. We could see if there is an entry coming, because if it enters in here, then we have our fair value gap on the 4 hour that we could continue. But because the shift is here, right? So, but did it touch it? Well, it just hugged it.
No, that's the candle that created the fair value gap. It was the last candle.
No.
Of the 4 hour. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, because this is 11:45. That's not. Oh yeah, that's the hour. Yeah. Okay, so we get our entry. Or at least we get our entry into the fair value gap. So we have the shift right here. Let's hope that there's something better. There isn't. Then we have to see how far. Oh, well, there's plenty of room. So we need a close below it, right?
Yeah.
On the 15, we need a close.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our close. So this means that we can now. This is something that I haven't tested yet, but I think it should work. 2 positions.
Yeah, let's see.
In the back test. And this is why Roman kept nagging me to leave in the option for multiple positions. So this was our entry part. This is the shift. This is, yeah, so stop loss there. Then we could target something like this right here. We have our level here. Okay. We get a 4.5. I'd say that's pretty
this
good.
one.
Yeah, but is that a 4 hour? That is a 4 hour. Yeah, 3.8. That's good. I don't know what this is doing here still. Yeah, this looks like a decent one. Although we could set our take profit for the second one. Why not here? I mean, if it's going to hit the other one, it might as well just hit this one. Okay. We're going for it. The moment of truth. Will we get filled? We do. And then the question is, will we get stopped out? We do. That's a shame. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, that's part of the strategy.
True. Exactly. But that's a 4 hour fair value gap that we're entering, if I'm not mistaken. So that could be order flow to the downside still.
Yeah.
It's the same fair value gap. So it failed on this one. Strategy tells
maybe
us.
just another resweep. And then it just swept this one and it might reverse.
Yep. Okay, so we have a nice shift point. Or not. No, not really. Well,
not yet.
Yeah, shift is here, right?
Yeah.
Do we take the high? Yeah. So then our shift is here. And then we could check. Okay, we can set up the entry.
This is perfect.
There we go. We could set our stop loss right here. Yeah, it's almost a full fill of the fair value gap. So there should be very high probability that we now get that actual move down. Meaning that we have to switch to the 4 hour to determine our targets. And this liquidity would still be okay. Is that too high? Well, actually, it's a bit. That's already good enough. But then let's just leave that there. Let's see.
I mean, this one makes a lot of sense to me.
For the second take profit?
Even.
Or even for the first?
Probably for the. I don't know.
I mean, that's greedy, Roman.
Yeah, it is greedy. Yeah. This one looks really good for the first target, but then, yeah, when you're using order flow, you're either going to this very bottom target or you target the closest swing, like this one.
Yeah, so this would be good because this is still a 6 if we get it fulfilled.
Yeah.
Oh. Can we go back? Because now I don't know if we got filled or not. Jump back to.
Yeah, I need to switch to lower time frame. Was there a fill?
There was.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you need to jump to this candle.
And then it will work.
Yeah, because that's the tricky part, right? We placed our order, so we should be, and we got it. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beauty. And people might say we're cheating, but we're not, people. We're not cheating. This is the order would have been placed there. We would have followed the strategy. We're going back in time because our backtesting tool gives us the capability to do that. But we're following the strategy. We're not making this up. That's the key thing. Like, we're actually doing this with the rules in place. And I have not seen this chart. I don't know the direction. I really don't. I'm just amazed by the success of this strategy that I feel like I have to explain what we're doing here. you get it? It's like, this is like what, those YouTube videos that you watch and you're like, yeah, in hindsight, it's all easy. And I don't know, like, yeah. Oh, we're getting in here again. Do we get another order flow? Yeah, we get another order flow. Oh man, I'm liking this order flow. No entry. The shift is so low. Shift is here, so we need a better one. Will the chart give us a better one? It might. Or it might not. Come on. No. Or, yeah, there was.
Yeah, technically.
I missed it.
Yeah.
I missed it. So here, then we get the shift here. So we would, so I need to go back to this candle. There. Because this is our shift, because we closed below this one. This was the top one. That's the strategy. The strategy tells us highest point, shift point, close below the shift, entry point on the shift for a short.
Yeah. Some aggressive traders also use this inverse fair value gap as the entry point instead of the shift.
But at this point, you don't need that because you have pretty good distance to the target.
Yeah, and we still have a couple of targets to hit, of course, with our positions that we are still in. We're going to the 4 hour.
Oh, yeah, that's the spoiler.
Yeah, that's a spoiler. But I'm looking for an entry point that gives, or like a target that gives us the correct. So this one would be.
Yeah, it would make to target the swing first.
Yeah, but that's not enough. Because this is barely
really?
3. So this would be the first target, and then with this one it would be enough, just about.
Okay.
I mean, that's the fair thing to do. Because yeah, we could target the close part now, but yeah, there we go. We got our fill on the next candle. So it closed on the next candle. We get our fill, and we get our take profit. Jesus, this strategy, man! Oh my god!
You're pretty good at it.
Oh my god! Look at the profit, people. Jesus. For the people that are watching with us, this like, I mean, wow. Well, Heidi, you're in for a treat because this is great. We've got a couple of losses, but the profits, my oh my. Let's see if we can see our list of profits. Look at that. We got 1 missed. We got 2. Yeah. Oh, we should really have that risk reward ratio in there because that gives us the better picture. But they've all been 3+, and even 9.
Yeah,
Like, we had 9s. If we're gonna go back in the video and we're gonna look at the risk reward ratio. We should write those down. Well, actually, at some point we're gonna be showing that in the backtest. And if I just actually make some time, then I can fix these statistics in no time. But yeah, wow. And that's in less than an hour. How many What time frame is this?
It's like 20 days, 3 weeks.
Yeah, 15 days,
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, but
yeah, we missed this one, which if we had taken that, then we would have had a profit. And we missed this one, which if we had taken it, it would have been a loss. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if we just take the conservative one, which is the 3 risk, then we have 3 plus 3. This was a loss, so -1. So we're at 5. We're at 4. Then here, this is 7. And this is a loss. So 6, 9, and 12. So that's almost 1% a day. Well, actually, it is more than that because the 3 was the conservative one.
yeah. Again, yeah, pretty good for 2 weeks.
Yeah, more than 15%. More than 15% in 2 weeks. So that's great. Wow. And we picked January 1st, right? We didn't, like someone asked us, can you do it January 1st? Yes, we can. We did. And we get this result. Like, we're not cheating here. Like, I'm still, like, I'm so like, oh, Robin, did you just, find the best market setup for Polkadot? Well, no, because someone asked us to start on the 1st of January. And that's what we did. We just waited until we got our first entry on the 3rd of January. It's just that the combination of the premium discount zone trading, the PDRA, plus the order flow gives us great opportunities. That's
impressive.
Yeah. Nice. And I think, that's the end of our backtesting session, but wow. Bring on the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be trading live now. No, it's always different, right? And also, like, let's look at the times, because this, for me, this would have been tradable. This the entry here. This would not be tradable. I'd be long asleep because this is UTC time. Maybe we should include that in the backtest session, by the way, that you can specify your trading hours.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one, right? Yeah. It'd be nice that you could specify your own trading hours. So even though the market's open, the markets are open 24/7. That doesn't mean that you're trading 24/7. Like if you say I'm only trading from Monday to Friday, and it doesn't mean that you have to exit the trades during your trading hours, right? The beauty of Altrady is that you could let it, like, as soon as you've taken the position, then you could let it sit. But as long as we don't have a way to automate the entries for the shifts, you'd have to put them in manually, and they can be anywhere. Like this shift occurred at 9:30. So for me, that would be 10:30. I could have set it up, but that's, if it doesn't work, like if it moves up here and it's not the shift anymore, then yeah, you could technically cancel the position once this is taken out. So there is a way to set this up in Altrady in a safe way, I suppose. So I could have done.
I think it doesn't work yet. I think your expiration.
No, I changed that.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could set the expiration.
At some point, it didn't allow me to do that.
No, that's correct. Yeah. That's correct. But yeah. No, yeah. Wow. I'm still like amazed. And I'm actually really trying to follow the strategy that we've been doing. I'm not.
Yeah, you can see that it is basically just about understanding the logic behind the price movement. And then you just find the point of interest and you look for the shift, and that's it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in that stage where I get too overconfident now. I've had 2 successful backtesting sessions. I think I can conquer the world right now, but it's, only to see, like, this is the classical mistake, right? So then you do this and then you go live and you're like, I was making 1% a day on average, and now I'm losing 10% a day. It's just,
Yeah, that happened to me when like first couple of months are super successful, and then in the next 2 months you're just losing pretty much everything.
yeah,
So yeah,
nice. All right. Are there any questions? I see that people are going to be watching it back later.
yeah, there was a question on the Discord about how to set up alerts.
How to set up
Look for
alerts.
possible entries.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at it, then so let's say let's just exit the replay. Yeah, that's fine. So here we get something on the 4 hour right here. Right. So you could set up an alert, for example, right there. Right. As soon as the price, or even here already. Don't need to wait that long. Set up an alert like that. All right, so as soon as the price reaches this one, then there could be another possible entry. You could also set another alert around this liquidity, meaning that if the prices touch this, there might be different things in this market to be looking at. So we're just marking the range of where, like, if something happens in this, then maybe we'll check it tomorrow, right? There's plenty of, like, there's only 6 hours or 6 candles in a day. There's not a whole lot to be checked, so we could probably wait till tomorrow. But maybe there's a quick spike towards this, and then there might be an entry on the 15-minute. You don't know, so that's why it's good to have the alert set up, and wait for the possible entry. If not, then you just check it again tomorrow. So if this is a market of interest, also just mark it as a watch list. So we could actually create a new watch list and do smart money concept. Give it a nice green color. I don't know. Save. Someone's asking if the backtest is already available in beta. No, it's not.
Yeah, I also wanted to say about the alerts. So as soon as this alert hit, and then you switch to 15 minutes, and then you need to set another alert where the shift is at this moment.
Right. Oh yeah. So let's see if we could find. Well, let's say so this was your. So here it reached higher. Then you have your 4 hour shift right here. Meaning that, yeah, you could have set
just
the alert
enable
right there.
Replay from here.
Yeah. Start replay from here. So now you could set your alert to that part, and then as soon as that shift happens, or actually you could say to close, and then you could even use the candle close option.
It's not available here.
It's replay. Yeah, it's replay. Yeah.
So yeah, and then as soon as candle closes, you get the alert, and then you are ready to enter the position.
Yeah. And then you're ready to enter the position. So then how would you set that up? You get the alert. No, it's difficult to show now. We need to show that next week on how to do that with the expiration and stuff. That makes sense, right? Yeah, we can include that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else with questions? Don't see any. All right. Well, if there are more questions, feel free to join our Discord. It's free, no money required to enter, and you can ask your questions in the Discord channel. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching again. I found this backtest very inspiring. I hope you felt the same. Let us know how your backtests are going. Show us the chart. Show us your successes and your mistakes. and then we can all learn from it together. And then we'll see you again next week, where I'm really liking these backtest sessions, because we're learning a little bit of the strategy at the same time, and we're figuring out this in the real markets, or at least we're trying to mimic it as close to possible. So yeah, let's do another backtest. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
And I need to get my 1,000 hours of backtest in, right? So we have 1,000 webinars to go. Oh no, 1,000 trades it was, right?
Yeah. That'd be too much.
So we have quite a few trades already this in under my belt, so that's going to be good. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thanks, Roman, and then we'll see you again next week. Well, we'll see you again on Thursday with the Ben and Kata webinars. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.
Goodbye.
Yeah, and don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. Very important for us. Thanks, Heidi.